How y'all doing out there? This is Ezwork Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please hit that notification bell. No bias talk, no racism on this channel. You see the topic of the video, Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia. Um, from what I've been hearing, this fight is supposed to go down. It has been confirmed. And then you have people saying it's not being confirmed. But I'm gonna put out my prediction of this fight anyway. Now I had all this wrote down. I'm sorry, I apologize. I lost the paper, but I'm just gonna ad lib it. Okay, we got 147-pound champions. Well, one of them is a champion at this point, which is Errol Spence Jr. with the IBF and the WBA titles. You know, Danny Garcia was the WBC champion before Sean Porter took it from him in a controversial fight. And now, I think Danny Garcia is 32-2 or 33-2. He's 5'8" with a 6 to 8 inch reach. Errol Spence Jr. He is 5'9" with a 72-inch reach. 26-0 with 24 KOs. Now, to go into this fight, first I want to say I don't want to have to wait 4 months to see this fight. I've been hearing that's going to be in November. November is too far away. Nobody wants to wait that long to have to see this fight. I hope it comes sooner than that. But whichever way, this is still a good matchup, a good fight. Now, with Danny Garcia, now in my opinion, Danny Garcia has lost more than twice. He's lost to Lamont Peterson and Herrera, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. But on paper, he only has lost twice. Now, before I go into anything, I want people to understand that Danny Garcia mostly loses to awkward opponents, unorthodox opponents. By that I mean Keith Thurman. Who else he lost to? Who else beat him? Herrera, which is an awkward opponent. Sean Porter beat him. But Sean Porter ain't that awkward. He just a bulldog in the ring. But who else beat him, in my opinion? And I mean, Peterson beat him because his style was awkward. Danny Garcia loses against awkward styles. Has great timing, great punching power. I have actually seen Danny Garcia break his opponents down from his punches, his body punches. He hits very hard. Once again, he's one of those fighters that has intentions to hurt you. Danny Garcia has great timing. What brought Danny Garcia to where he's at in boxing is because of his chin, great timing, and he really just a solid fighter. He ain't really got no special effects or nothing like that, and his power. That's what brought Danny Garcia to be the champion that he is. Now, there's certain things that I got to speak on with Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia really doesn't have punch output. He's like a Adrian Bronner. He throws 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3. He rarely throws combination. He will need that against a fighter like Errol Spence Jr. And you can go back and watch the Sean Porter fight and see you will need combinations against Errol Spence Jr. because you have to catch him when he's opening up. That's mainly the only time you really gonna catch Errol Spence Jr. is when he's opening up, doing his offense. Danny Garcia doesn't like to back up. He doesn't like to back up fighting. I'm not saying that he can't back up fighting, but he doesn't like to. He's a straight come forward fighter. Goes to the body, like I said once before. Danny don't really use his jab. Danny rarely uses his jab. That's a big problem, you know, especially going against a fighter like Errol Spence Jr. What's some other things I noticed? Danny Garcia, he's still the same fighter he was when he was younger, but now with less movement. You know, if you watch the Matisse fight, I actually used to always think that Danny Garcia really moved his legs and outboxed Matisse, but once I watched it again, Matisse just couldn't handle his power. He broke him down later on. Danny is not an adaptive fighter. He's not an adaptive fighter. The no-look left hook, he will need that against Spence, but it's so wide that it's not going to help him. Now, let me go to Spence a little bit and talk about Spence a little bit. Spence, power, good boxing ability. Um, it is there's nothing really too much I can say about Errol Spence in this fight on the mistakes that he makes in this fight because I've been waiting to just tell y'all this. This is gonna be like Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. Mike Garcia is 5'6" with the same reach as Danny Garcia. You can check it out. You go look on Boxing Rick. Has the same reach. They fight damn near the same, and you'll be lying if you didn't say that Mikey Garcia was the better boxer than Danny Garcia. And we have to go back and look at, not using the triangle effect, but look at what Errol Spence did to Mikey Garcia. Reach is going to be very important in this fight. Danny Garcia is flat-footed. He don't have the movement, the footwork to move around and outbox Errol Spence Jr. He don't have it. You know, when I was breaking down this fight, I really disliked breaking it down because there's really nothing that you could break down in this fight once you realize what Errol Spence did to Michael Garcia, who's a better fighter. Danny Garcia is an inch or two taller and a half of Michael Garcia, same reach, flat-footed, not better boxer than Michael Garcia. In order for Michael Garcia to even be fighting in this fight, a 50-50 chance in this fight, Angel Garcia has to bring a legitimate old school fighting trainer in there to show him something. Because the old Danny Garcia that we have seen will not be Errol Spence Jr. He will not. Now, I believe that Danny Garcia will catch Errol Spence Jr. He may even drop him. I know he will stun him and hurt him, but he will not win this fight. Simply because Danny is not willing to be another fighter. He won't be willing to adapt in the ring to beat Errol Spence. I watched the younger Danny, I watched the older Danny, and I see the same Danny. The same Danny. Wide open hooks, barely using the jab, not moving a lot, don't like to back up. Same guy. Same guy. Take nothing away from Danny Garcia for the Danny Garcia fans. No disrespect. This man got way more money than me. You know, I just keep it real on boxing. You know, no racism, no bias talk on this channel. And Danny Garcia would not beat Errol Spence Jr. He don't have the punch output, nor can he adapt to win this fight. He needs for his father to bring in a co-trainer, and I'm talking about a legitimate co-trainer if he wants to win this fight. There's no other way I could put it, y'all. I sit here and I didn't try to please the Danny Garcia fans and think of a way that I could look at it and see Danny winning this fight. And the only way I see Danny winning this fight is catching Errol Spence Jr. while he's open, throwing his offense, or becoming another fighter. And by becoming another fighter, I mean body attacking, strictly body attacking to later rounds, stuff like that. Other than that, he has no chance, y'all. He don't have the reach. Errol Spence Jr. fights with he leans back. If you can't reach him, how can you get your offense off? And even if you decide to come in, he hits you as you're coming in. So, you know, I know a lot of people ain't gonna agree with it. You know, I try my best to try to make Danny Garcia look better, you know, due to the fact that he is who he is. This guy was unified at 140. He came to 147, won title, got a lot of respect for Danny Garcia, but in this boxing match, ain't nothing I can give him besides his power. That's it. You know, he made it to where he's at by being a great fighter. Take nothing away from him, but he won't win this fight. I could see Danny Garcia probably getting stopped by the 11th round, 10th, 11th round. Errol Spence Jr. will stop Danny Garcia. I ain't got no comments. These fights supposed to go down in so-called November, elbow. I'm not sure, but that's what they're saying. I don't want to wait 4 months to see this fight. They just came off a break. So everybody should be in shape. There should be no reasons for us to have to wait. Oh, you can bet me, Element. I got Cash App and PayPal, and my word is a man. I'll pay you if I lose. How you compare to Mike? Are you saying how do I compare Danny Garcia to Mikey? I'm not Dan. I didn't. I said that Mike Garcia is a better boxer, in my opinion, than Danny Garcia. Now, Danny Garcia has a hell of a chin, but everybody got a hell of a chin when you ain't getting hit with accumulation of punches. And Errol Spence has the reach and the combination punching to stop Danny Garcia in the late rounds. If Danny Garcia was a more aggressive, more offensive fighter, then I wouldn't say what I'm saying now. But I literally have watched every fight almost today that he been in, and he throws 1-2, 1-2, 3, 1, 1-2. You know what I'm saying? And also I wrote this down too. Errol Spence Jr. reminds me of Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler. His style is similar to Marvin Hagler. Not saying they are the same fighter. No, they don't look the same in the ring, but the aggression and their style is the same. It's going to take a lot to beat Errol Spence. And the only person I see being able to do that is Terrence Crawford. That fight will look like Sugar Ray Leonard versus versus Marvin Hagler. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it's going to look like. But I'm not going to be on here long, y'all. I just had to get on here and make this prediction on the video. You know, shout out to Danny Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. These guys risk their life, you know, to go out there and take care of their families. This is no hate, you know. This is not me being a better fan of either one of them. I just speak it how I see it, and the way I see it is that Danny Garcia 9 times out of 10 will get stopped. 10th, 11th, 12th round, accumulation of punches, Errol Spence man down, you know. But I thank y'all for tuning in. This is Ezwork Boxing. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you know, nickel, dime, quarter, penny. I have Cash App, PayPal connected to the channel. It don't matter whatever you give. I just appreciate y'all tuning in to the videos. Later on tonight, I'm going to get back on and I'm going to talk about the Gary Russell Jr. and Terrence Crawford situation. This is something I just found out today, and I have to talk about this because it's hot. And it's a good topic to talk about. And y'all just stay tuned. Ezwork Boxing going to keep it moving. Like I said, I will create another channel. I'm trying to decide whether or not I will keep this strictly boxing or if I will continue on the other topics that I talk about on this video. Oh, I'm gonna talk that real talk. You know that. But like I said, man, thank y'all. This Ezwork Boxing. I'm out.